I'm in Agency, Missouri, and this town knows flooding. As you can see behind me, the water levels have been high for quite some time. But back in 1993, it was the worst they'd ever seen. But rewind about 3 decades before that, and you've got the Great Flood of 1965. The flood of '65 was a catastrophe to the Agency community. And one family who still lives there remembers all too well how it affected them and their community.
I recall her saying numerous times that she just watched all of our possessions float down the river, out of the trailer and on down the river. And as you can see, the water in the background is much like it was in '65 when the water came up, but the grass that you see here was all underwater.
Cindy was only 7 years old when the water overtook her family's trailer and Agency, pushing them to grab a few necessities and head for a hill a few blocks away.
And my grandfather brought his boat from Stanberry, Missouri, put it in north here by Dorothy Lou Grable's house, and came across the fence posts and the trees and traveled here to this spot, well, actually up the hill, and picked up my family and I, and we took us back to Stanberry where we stayed for about a month.
We packed it not knowing that it was going to be as high as it did get. Why, we put it all up on top shelves in the bedrooms and where we could, and it got everything that we had. We took them on up on the little hill that we was going to leave our cars. And we took them up there, and then we come down there and just watch the water go in and wash stuff out of the house.
Now, the citizens of Agency are so used to flooding that this is a common summer occurrence.
Agency floods are common, and if you've lived here for a long time, after a lot of rain, we've had a downpour, several days of rains, we just expect the water to get out.
But the major floods are the ones that most remember.
I'm very sad. Yes, very sad, because it was things that we had, collected and things, and school things, and just didn't have anything left.
Yeah, that's
sad. Well, it's been a long time, but it still hurts.
There are several stories from the flood of '65. The amazing Dorothy Lou Grable, who gave several people a place in her home. Albert Lee's gas station, which somehow survived and has been moved near the Agency Community Center. And the story of Faye Hawk, who drove in to take her mother to safety, but was swept away and drowned while crossing the 169 bridge. For a community that has seen so much water through so many years, one thing is clear. The people of Agency are a tight community and help each other in times of need.
The Agency residents come together and help each other, and they will do whatever it takes to make sure that everybody's safe, everybody has a home.
The waters are still high and may take a while to go down, but many in Agency feel these conditions are reminiscent of '65.
It does bother me because of the people that's down there and in the floods, because we know what they're going through.
In Agency, Missouri, I'm Jeremy Lyons, Fox 26, KMPN.